Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys Pro Bowler drops crazy quote on playmaker's injury. The Dallas Cowboys are still celebrating the team's comeback win versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 5, but wide receiver Jaylen Tolbert's game-winning touchdown nearly did not happen. Tolbert sustained what appeared to be a hit in the groin area on the previous play and looked like he was going to be sidelined. Dallas called a timeout, which allowed Tolbert to catch his breath enough to remain in the game. Cowboys Pro Bowl offensive lineman Tyler Smith dropped a hilarious quote about Tolbert's injury. "Bro, it was miraculous. JT, Tolbert, literally sprained his, nuts, excuse me, sorry guys, sprained his nuts the play before," Smith told reporters on October 7, 2024. "Comes back, makes the game winner. Unbelievable. Extend the play, there's guys playing above the 2.3. Dudes emptying the clip. It was great stuff." Tyler Smith on the game-winning touchdown pass from Dak Prescott to Jaylen Tolbert, "Bro, it was miraculous. JT literally sprained his nuts, excuse me, sorry guys, sprained his nuts the play before. Then comes back, makes the game winner. Unbelievable." Tolbert has emerged as a key part of the Cowboys' offense and will likely remain heavily involved with Brandon Cooks sidelined. The playmaker posted a career-high 7 receptions for 87 yards and a touchdown against the Steelers. After the win, Tolbert did not sound like a player that is concerned about the injury and admitted the ball simply hit him in an area that is less than ideal. "It was a low ball, I thought I could get underneath it and ended up taking a one-hopper to the private S," Tolbert said in his October 7 press conference. "I couldn't breathe for a second, but once they called the timeout, I knew I had to go back in the game, my team needed me. That's the moments that I work hard for. I wasn't going to be out in that moment. So, no matter what, I was going on the field and like I said, I knew the play call," Tolbert continued. "I knew the options that were available on the play call. Knew the coverage they would run. All I had to do is get through clean and make a play. And like I said, that's what big-time players do in big-time moments. When the ball comes your way, your team's counting on you to make plays." Dak said during training camp that the WR he spends the most time with over summer historically has a great season. This year, Jaylen Tolbert was that guy. It has been quite the journey for Tolbert after being selected by the Cowboys in the 3rd round of the 2022 NFL Draft with the number 88 overall pick. Tolbert struggled to make a consistent impact during his first 2 NFL seasons. The wideout's numbers against Pittsburgh topped his entire production during his rookie season in 2022. Dak Prescott took the blame for the missed throw that nearly sidelined Tolbert before the playmaker caught the game-winning touchdown. "And then the touchdown play we ran is one of our most comfortable plays. That and honestly, the play before that, throwing it to Tolbert low," Prescott explained to reporters on October 7. "It's a miss on my part, was halfway in between running it up the middle and trying to throw it low before the safety came back and just wanted one more opportunity at it. And luckily, we had the 4th down, and it was special to get it back to Tolbert. He did a great job of coming across the field, getting open." Minka Fitzpatrick sends Mike Tomlin a message on how to fix Steelers defense. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense, which is by far the highest-paid defense in the NFL, has struggled over the last 2 games in their losses to the Indianapolis Colts and Dallas Cowboys. After Dak Prescott diced the defense up for 352 passing yards, the Steelers' defense is looking for solutions. Part of the issue is that their edge rusher rotation, once deep, is now depleted. Alex Highsmith, DeMarvin Leal, and Nick Herbig are injured, leaving just Jeremiah Moon and TJ Watt healthy. However, the Steelers' concern is that they have significant communication issues on the back end of their defense. That should never happen for a defense full of veterans, but it has happened far too often for the Steelers. So, Steelers star safety Minka Fitzpatrick has a solution, and that is to take down the complex nature of the defense and simplify it down to its bare bones so the team does not have these issues. "We have to play simple defense," Fitzpatrick said. "We have a lot of talent in the secondary, a lot of guys who can play man and play zone. We just have to make a play call, simplify it, and it will allow us to play fast." The Steelers allowed well over 100 yards in busted coverages against the Cowboys. They did the same against the Colts, even allowing a touchdown on a blatantly busted coverage in that game. Pittsburgh's secondary has become the crux of an issue that the Steelers must fix to win games down the stretch after starting 3-0. Fitzpatrick's solution seems easy enough to implement, but will that make it too easy for offenses to dice them up? That is what the Steelers need to figure out heading into a crucial game against the Las Vegas Raiders. Potential Devonte Adams trade could end up being highway robbery for Steelers. A lot of rumors have been circulating out there ever since Devonte Adams requested out of Las Vegas. The longtime top receiver in the NFL wants to find a new home that could produce a winning environment for him. According to new reports, Adams might find a new home soon, as both the Raiders and the star receiver want this to conclude as soon as possible. Dianna Russini of The Athletic noted this could be done in the coming days. "As far as the Raiders and the receiver are concerned, they want him to have a new home sometime in the next 48 hours, Russini explained. "That would be a quick turnaround, but that would make sense. The team and player relationship is toxic, and it's best if they find a quick resolution to their divorce." There are a handful of suitors rumored to want Adams on their team. Everyone in Pittsburgh wants Adams, or at least an upgrade at the receiver position before the trade deadline passes. After the Steelers' recent loss to the Cowboys, they must get a top receiver to join their offense if they want to get anywhere this year. It will be tough with so many other teams vying for his employment. Adding Adams in a trade might not be the easiest financial situation for any team involved in negotiations. Most could handle his cap hit for this season, but this offseason is where his cap situation inflates to unfathomable heights. Some might want to work out another contract with Adams before acquiring him in a deal. It could get tricky for some contending teams in discussion. The potential money problem connected to Adams might be sinking the asking price. The Raiders might not have their asking price met. According to NFL insider Jordan Schultz, the Raiders have been seeking a second-rounder and an additional pick in a trade for Devonte Adams, per sources. "I haven't gotten the sense that any team has come close to meeting that asking price as of right now. Adams's cap hit might be something scaring off teams. It could also be why clubs are lowballing the Raiders right now. No matter what they get in return, it is unlikely Las Vegas will receive whatever is considered fair value. The Steelers should strike and try to iron out a deal for Adams. It might come at a reasonable price. Pittsburgh has problems of its own, but Adams might fix some of them. For those who have been living under a rock, there are a handful of teams considered to be in the running for Adams. The Steelers, Jets, Bills, Saints, and Ravens are just some possibilities. We know Pittsburgh has been in contact with Las Vegas and has reportedly given an aggressive offer to acquire Adams. It looks like a trade should be done soon. Hopefully, fans aren't disappointed this time around. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Devonte Adams? Leave your opinion in the comments.